everybody. We are back. This is Dr. Briley in the house.
And Austin.
Yes, we're excited to be back this week. Giving, just today we're just going to really be talking to each other, sharing some stories, going over some stuff in real estate. And I do want to say that because of you, the follows have increased, but also the views, and we really appreciate that. We are at 243K views, 243K views, and so that's a lot.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, and we're going to be celebrating right now throughout the whole show because we did start this podcast on April 1st. That was April Fool's Day.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You thought it was a joke coming here.
Yeah.
You thought I was playing. And episodes later, we got a podcast show together.
Yeah.
So, but no, we really appreciate y'all. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. I know that's what every YouTuber says now. But we really do appreciate it because we do have material. We have guests that's on our show. We have things that we try to express of the area of Houston and the subsidiaries. But one of the biggest things maybe we'll launch and say about on the show, because we're working toward
getting all over the U.S.
Yeah.
We want to bring information about all areas.
Right. Just that quick. Bam. He didn't even realize I was going to say it today. Getting all over the U.S. I move pretty quick, y'all.
Yeah.
So, but that's huge. And so we might be coming to a state near you, right? Or bringing the state to us, right? So you can learn more as the United States grows and internationally too.
Yep.
I even talked about some international stuff.
Yep.
So I think that is the goal moving forward. But we're going to talk about our area and where we stay and why we love it so much and just why people move here. Why is everybody coming to Texas? Why? It's a lot going on here. We're not just about buck tooths or missing teeth and riding horses, right?
Oh my gosh. That is what people think.
That is.
I hear that joke all the time.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Or whenever I tell people that I was born in Oklahoma, and they're like, "Oh, so you grew up in a teepee?" Nope.
Not a
I
teepee.
didn't go. Yeah.
Oh wow.
A teepee
I
and
didn't know
ride
that.
a horse to school.
I didn't know they do Oklahoma like that.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, this Texas girl right here, yes. No, we're not just riding horses and missing all of our teeth and running through cornfields.
Right.
That's not us. We are a place that is dynamic. You get a lot for your money. A lot for your money.
Still. Which is good. Even with the growth, like whenever everything shot up in 2020, everyone freaked out and prices did start to rise a little bit, but everything's still affordable.
It is.
All of our groceries are still affordable. Everything's still
Eggs are not $32.
Right. Better than a lot of places.
Oh gosh, yeah. I remember going to California months ago. I think that was last November.
Yeah.
I think the eggs was like $13. Yeah, the eggs was like $13, Callie. What's going on?
I know.
That's crazy.
People still want to be there.
Yeah.
And if we have all that stuff.
Yeah, we have it all.
We have beaches.
I'm seeing California plates.
Right.
And
oh yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of California plates.
Yeah.
So y'all are still coming. Y'all are welcome to Texas. We won't take out your teeth to give you a horse. You can stay here with us in Texas. So let's celebrate. So
I didn't want to just grab it.
Shoot. Look, we don't have no guests today on our show today. So, I shouldn't pour it like that. I should have let you pour it because I poured it all weird. Like, look at there. Did I pour it right?
You have to tilt the glass a little.
Oh, I have to tilt the glass a little bit. See, I'm trying to be all
edit.
It's the art of real estate. Here you go. It's the art of real estate, So I'm not going to. I probably should have poured me some more. Ooh. I know. That's what I told you. What's something funny that happened to you?
Oh man. Well, so my parents are still living back and forth in Oklahoma and here, so they replace both states because we still have our family ranch. It's been in my family for hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. Same property, been passed down. And anyways, so my dad only gets down here so often, mm-hmm. and he just, as soon as he got to the house, thought, I don't know, I guess he hadn't been here in a while, so I just thought he had to go all out and celebrate.
What?
And got feeling good real quick in the middle of the day. And anyways, I had a lot of beers real early on. And he doesn't drink a lot.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he's a mess. He's literally the funniest person I've ever met. And anyways, so we're going to go we have at our house here a kegerator with all these kegs. And we were going to fill one up. And my brother was like, "Okay, be careful with that. There's still some in it, but it went flat." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I want to go. I'll get it." Loads it up, throws it in the truck, and he's like, "Whoa, I said don't throw it. That thing's loaded."
Right.
It's, because it's carbonated. So
right, it'll blow up.
It'll shoot off, yeah. So my dad's back there cross-eyed swinging with the keg in his lap. And I was like, oh, he can't go into public like this. Anyways, he's sitting there, and we're like pulling in the parking lot at Total Wines, and he has both hands on the thing, and he's like, "We're here." Clicks there's a little ball on the top that keeps all the carbonation in. Clicks it, and it blasts beer all over my brother's truck. And he's like, "Hey, this thing is full." And my brother was like, "Get out of the truck. Please grab that thing." Yeah. And he was like, "We are in and out. Okay, throw the keg in."
That's so funny.
Yeah, anyways.
That's
he's
funny.
A mess.
That's funny. Good times. And that's a
Yes,
part
always.
of life. I was just saying, like, good times. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the podcast for us, and like what I was saying about the art of real estate. It's like really getting in with our viewers, talking and enjoying, and letting them be a part of like the fam. Like y'all are part of the fam now. Especially when you're subscribing and you're clicking at, you want to see new content when it comes out, because we're just being ourselves.
Right.
This is like
Raw material.
Raw material, everyday life. And eventually, maybe we should start filming what happens in the car. I would have loved to see that
filter.
video.
At least I like prepare myself in here. I'm like,
right,
don't
right.
talk about this.
You prepare
Don't talk
yourself in
about
the
that.
studio, right?
Yeah.
Well, something funny that happened to me. I was at the bank, and one of the bank ladies, we did the transaction and everything, and then I was getting ready to leave, and she said, "Have a good life," and I was like, "What? Have a good life." And then I turned around and I bust out laughing, and she's like, "I don't know why it said that. I don't know why." I was like, I'm like, "Do you know something's gonna happen? Tell me now. I can spend all my money. Like, tell me what's happening." She goes, "Have a good life." And I was like, so I told her I was going to say that on the podcast show, and she was like, "No."
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, she was like, "No." Right. So she was like, "No, I didn't mean it like that." But my hat had good life, lake life. I love that hat. I haven't, if y'all hadn't seen, I've never worn it at the podcast. Maybe I got to wear it at the podcast show. But it says lake life, good life. And I wear that hat like a lot.
That's true. That's my motto. Lake
life, good life, yeah. And so that, I was like, man. And then she's like, "No, I was trying to read your hat." And then I just said, "Have a good life." And I was like, you scared me there for a second. So, but yeah, that was pretty funny for me. We have interesting weeks and weekends with real estate. Literally, you see all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely.
So I wish y'all could literally be with me all the time, every day. Because literally, my life is, I laugh. It's like, you can't believe it.
Yeah.
You cannot believe it.
I know. All the crazy things. I've always used to say that. I'm like Murphy's Law, which is like, what is it? Anything that will happen or can happen will happen. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel about my life. Like, anything crazy is going to happen to me, so.
And it happens.
Let the pigs start flying.
But it makes life interesting.
Yeah.
It makes the job. That's why I love my job so much.
Right. Me too.
I love my job.
I love telling stories, so I'm good with it. I always got a story to tell. So
oh gosh, me too.
I'm good with it.
I love my job. There was a point, in your career you have different. Well, you haven't had different jobs, have you? Like in your career, like other than like real estate.
Yeah.
Really?
I actually was in the food and beverage industry for a long time. Yeah, I did country clubs.
But that ain't fun.
What? Oh yeah, country clubs were amazing. Cause you get to hear all the drama.
All the juice.
I love it. All my ladies in
all
there.
The juice.
I'm like, oh.
All of the rich luxury juice.
Oh yeah. All my friends used to make fun of me because I would go meet. I don't know. It's a weird part of the job because you're so involved in life. in these people's lives that live in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my life. I hung out with them because I worked usually like 6 to 7 days a week there.
Right.
There's no off, but then whenever I leave, I'm at their houses.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Just hanging out?
Always invited me over. Yeah, all of them were great. But at the main country club I was at. But one of them, all my friends used to make fun of. They always made, I can't even remember what they called it, her $1 million wrist or something. And it's this sweet little old lady that walks around. You can hear her dangling around because she has like all the big name bracelets all on her arms, and she never takes her jewelry off. But she's fully loaded, like halfway up her arm. And those things just clink, 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 clink around. Yeah.
$1 million
You get blinded by her
by
wrist.
the bling.
Yeah. Anyways, they're always like, oh, that girl, one day, we're gonna be watching you wheel her around her
Right,
wheelchair.
because her arm's going to be missing.
Yeah, and you're gonna have a big old ring on your finger from her.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I would.
Right?
I
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
And her Rolls Royce wheelchair.
Don't say Rolls Royce. That is my car. Like, that's my car. That's my car. That's my car. That's my car. So, talking about real estate and just diving into what the real estate market is. And we got some notes today, but I'm looking at them from afar. I don't have my girly glasses on, but common real estate things or
just like little myths. Thought we could talk about just like the whole
so many myths.
The whole concept of real estate. I know we've talked about a lot of times that there are so many different parts.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the most common one is just somebody buying a house.
Right.
But that's not what all it is. People don't realize that's not what most of our jobs are. I get there are agents that stay in their lane, and that's all they do. It's all they focus on, even down to just working with just a home buyer and a home seller. I don't. I stretch myself as thin as I can, so that way.
You do. You do.
I can just
you
do
be
it
like
all,
paper
but
thin glide.
I know.
I'm like, what is he doing?
But I like it like that, and
Yeah.
as soon as, because my family's done it all, and I know, I grew so much whenever I tell people where I come from and meet with different entities, like with commercial and stuff like that, and just start talking with them, and people want to talk about their lives, and they tell me all the information I need to know.
Right.
All of these guys that have been big in Houston building all these towers and things, they'll sit down with you over a drink and tell you every single in and out of it, every secret they could think of, and that anybody can do it, and that there's no secret juice that nobody knows about how they got into it, like they just started doing it. So. And
you do meet a lot of friendly people in the real estate market, and that's one of the myths too.
Yeah.
That people are very not upcoming and sharing.
Right.
But a lot of people that, I guess it depends on your circle, because everybody that I've met in real estate is okay with me. Yeah. Like sharing, like you just said, the stories.
Right. Yeah. And I always, I have there are some things that I'm not going to tell, another brokerage, but I have other friends that work for different companies that they're not going to go and do exactly what I'm talking about tomorrow morning and get a lot of business from it. I'm not going to lose anything from telling them what I've been doing to get business and things like that. I don't care to share. I'm not scared.
Right. Well, and I always tell people too, it's the seeds that you sow. When you help people in an industry you love and you share experiences and stories so they don't bump their head like you did doing it, that's a win-win, because it'll come back to you. Because in real estate, there's so many different things that you just can't say you the know-it-all. You might have done it for a long time, but you're not the know-it-all.
Right.
Because it keeps changing.
Yeah.
What real estate was in 1986 to 2000, when everybody was trying to back up their little black and green computers, where it was the IBM computer and all you had was the color on your screen was black and green, right? The green was the letters and the black was the back of the screen. And real estate was different from 1986 to 2000, when they thought all of the information on your screen was going to go away. Now we're at 2025, and look where we're at. In real estate,
Completely different world.
Completely different world. completely different world.
Yeah, I would say if anything, I talked to some agents, that struggled with, which I did too, and I told my story that, you get judged a lot because there are lots of options whenever you're selecting someone in the real estate industry, and they always talk about, like, I'm struggling with somebody, I don't have a lot under my belt. People research me, and they're like, no, I'm not using you. I want somebody that's been in the industry for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
And I have, like, for my agents, comebacks.
Right.
For anything. But these are scripts that I'm like, you need to get in your head.
Right.
Because this is a true statement.
Right.
And this is what you should say back to someone. But one of the things that I think is big to mention is for the fact that somebody that has been in the industry for 40 years, they haven't changed anything. They don't know what's new out there and what they need to be focusing on. What, somebody is trying to sneak past you now, and you focus on that. You know about all these new things. Right. You're taught all these new things right off the bat that we have to focus on and watch out for. That agent hasn't been through trainings like that and focused on changing
right.
and learning. So that's a one-up you have on them.
Right.
You should be mentioning that to people.
Right. And that's the other thing is, I know you've shared to me before, we partnered up, and there's an age difference between us. Mm-hmm. And you said before, like, some people, and everybody can relate to this that was younger in a professional setting trying to conduct professional business, right? Some people try to disregard you as if you don't know nothing.
Right.
And you grew up in a family that did this.
Right.
So that's a myth. Yep. What I'm saying, that's a myth. They'll take the youthful face and play off of the youthful face. And that's, just because you're young doesn't mean you don't know a lot about real estate, because you have a whole family of it.
Right. I used to literally, my cousins and I, fake write out documents playing in my grandpa's office.
Right.
Like all the time. I'm like, I can
right.
tell you every word on that deed.
Right.
What it says.
Well, and that was, believe it or not, it's funny, y'all. I'm finna hit y'all with that manifestation. You almost to the viewers. Now all of y'all are real estate right. Agents. I just did it like that. Get your certificates tomorrow at our company. No, but that is, what you're saying is true, because you're. It's almost like someone that's a pastor and their kids. They go in the room. The mom or the dad opens the door and they go, "Y'all better stop playing with all my stuff," because they see it and they just mimic.
On my typewriter.
Yeah, they're just right.
I'm not kidding.
Right, but they're just mimicking what they're seeing, and so it was truly in your blood, And that's a myth. People think like you got to be so old, age, and I tell people that are my age, but I ain't finna tell you. But y'all probably know, because I ain't ashamed. I look good.
That's true.
Right? Thank you. But what I say is don't judge somebody, judge them by their knowledge in real estate. That's a myth. Like, people sometimes go, oh, they haven't had X amount of contracts or what, but actually you've had big contracts. You've had $1 million, million plus contract. You've had the smaller. So it's not about that. It's about the knowledge, because you do continuing education, which you're supposed to as realtors, but you do more than what
right.
is needed.
Right. You do. And even teach things now, which is
wow.
insane. Yeah, it's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, a lot to stretching it too thin.
Okay.
I love it. And I've been working on, so I am getting to a point where that's kind of all I do is work with agents.
Okay.
Which I'm good with. I don't have to drive around. I'd rather sit in the office and teach someone. And
wow.
it's exciting to me, and it's fun to have someone, I have agents that have been in the industry longer than I have that come to me and sit down with me. Like, that's pretty crazy to me. And I answer all their questions for them. What? No, I just mean like it's a big deal. Like, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And I even tell them that sometimes. And I don't know. I just think it's cool that people trust me. Right. The people around me, they know, and they spread my name around too, because they're like, this is the person to go to.
Right.
So it does make me feel good. Not that I know everything again.
Right.
But I don't know. Invest a lot of time into researching, and my life is real estate every day, all day. So I, put more energy into it than the regular person. So therefore, I do know a little more things to tell you about this and what you can get out of it and what you need to be doing every day and things like that. So.
And you say a little bit more time. It's not no joke, y'all. Like in real estate, I'm gonna just let y'all know, if you're thinking about jumping into this market, whether you're gonna be a wholesaler, whether you're gonna be, whatever it is, you spend hours. You wake up, you drink it, you eat it, you sleep it. Mm-hmm. I mean, because there's so much to learn, and you're like, wait a minute, I haven't heard that. What kind of loan is that? Can get what?
Right.
Oh, they doing grants now for what? And we have a special guest next week that is going to talk about grants. I think she wrote I don't want to spoil it. But I don't want to spoil it. But yeah. So she did some type of grant, I think it was. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many different things that you learn.
Yeah. And there's a lot out there that I still don't even know about that people could be using that, someone sends me and was like, this would have been great to know. And I'm like, well, I've never heard of that option. Let me talk to so-and-so and see if we can hurry and get you in on that too.
Right.
But
before it closes.
Right. Yeah. I'll get you that money. Hold on. Right. I'm like sweating. I'm on the boat.
It's 1 in the morning.
I'm on the boat. I keep saying I'm gonna get somebody to video me sometime doing that because, like a lot of people make fun of
well, you better call me.
Realtors. It's like my mom's a realtor and this lady's like out in the ocean. She's on the phone and she has another phone. She's like typing out emails, but it's kind of how it is, and like it's written in our contract that time is of the essence.
Yes.
Because everything is based literally on a time and day.
Timestamp.
And so it's big that we have to do things at a certain time. Like even when I'm on vacation, I just went to Miami and the whole time all my friends are like, you're insane. And I'm like, no, I'm denying calls because I've had too many drinks and I won't answer the phone after that because I don't want to say anything.
You always want to
crazy
be professional and good at what you do.
Yeah, and I can't miss anything.
But we have a life. You have a life to live.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you always want to keep it professional.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, some of the things are on a time schedule. I only have till Monday before I get back that I have to get these in. So as soon as I get the answer.
Right.
But it's part of it. I love it. I think it's cool. Everyone thinks I'm just got so much going on. The look of it.
It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
It really is. Real estate, y'all. I'm not gonna even
anxiety rush.
Is it? Would you say anxiety? Anxiety, or would you say it's a rush? And I don't even know how to describe it. It is because you could have something my side is property management, and so one thing can look this way today, and then it's crazy.
Yeah, well, we talk about that in our daily lives. We got a daily checklist we go out on, but that every hour on the hour something else comes up, so we gotta add that in. Which I know lots of jobs are like that too. They don't go planned.
I don't know if they're
8 to 5. I get to do this half of the day and the other half of the day. Yeah, I don't know.
My question to you right now, what's going on in the market? Like, what do you see? Because I see I'm going to tell you in the property management side. So what I'm seeing is a lot of properties that not are vacant, but people are kind of selling off a lot of their properties, like commercial properties. Even more so now to me, I think, because nobody's using the office space, kind of.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in the show before.
Yeah. I think that was a big thing for a little bit and still kind of going on. People are easing out of it or downsizing. There's some big companies that just put out that they are downsizing quite a bit and let a bunch of people go, which I think will affect Houston quite a bit. These are 2 big companies in
don't say their name.
Houston. Nope.
Look, don't say their name.
And it's companies that affect the whole world, so they're large companies, and they did a lot of layoffs because they're condensing down, going in, getting rid of this real
fluff.
estate.
They're probably getting rid of the fluff of the real estate that they had.
One of the buildings, they're actually keeping it. One of the companies, they're keeping their tower and they're turning it into housing. Yeah.
Really?
So it'll be like a luxury condo.
A luxury condo. Huh.
Condos, but yes.
Huh. I didn't think. Okay, so that's a good.
Because it's a prime location for that.
So it was offices and now it'll be condos. That's a pretty good idea.
They're renovating it right now. Yep. Different way to use their money.
Right.
They're studying on this prime.
And have they ever owned condos?
I'm sure. I don't know
okay.
what all they're into.
Okay.
Because it's not a real estate firm. It's a it's in oil and gas, or energy. But
don't give them too much.
Yeah, I know.
Let's new topic.
I know. Anyways, I think you're seeing that still.
Right.
The market, we are hitting the shift finally. Over the past few months of it actually slowing down to what we were waiting on. You could feel it. People aren't moving as quick as they were. Everyone's holding on, just waiting for interest rates to make a move.
I'm so sick of that word.
I know.
I am so sick of that word.
But I have to use it every day.
Interest rates, y'all. Come on. Y'all think that the world... Don't let me do the harmonic move on you. See, you getting raw material, y'all. No, but as I dig in my eye. So, I don't know. Real estate, I don't know. So much is happening.
Yeah.
What I wish I knew at the start. Trusting BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group with our commercial landscaping was the best decision ever. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group has been transforming commercial spaces into green paradises. Our clients can't stop raving about us. Just listen to what they have to say.
First client review. Our property has never looked this good. 5 stars all the way.
Second client review. Professional, reliable, and simply the best in the business. 5-star service.
From lush green lawns to vibrant floral displays, we've got it all covered. Our dedicated team ensures your property not only looks great but stands out.
Third client review. Their attention to detail is incredible. Our landscaping has never been in better hands. 5 stars.
Whether you're a business or an individual, BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group brings expertise, reliability, and a touch of magic to every project. Ready to transform your property? Join the 5-Star Club! Because at BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, we believe every property deserves to shine. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, where properties thrive.
But it's good, and people, it's still good. Things are moving. People always move. I just think that people use it for their advantage too, calling it a certain market, which it hasn't veered straight to what they consider a buyer's market, and how that's all gauged is the amount of inventory that's out there, how many people are actively looking versus how much inventory is there.
Right.
That's calculated, and that tells you what
Where is
kind of
it
market
at now, kind of,
is
sort
a
of?
balanced market.
Oh, okay.
Still a very healthy market, and that's for the whole U.S., but Houston is also leaning still towards the seller side because it has slowed down on that as well, that people are still buying here, and there are still quite a bit of buyers around, and there's not just enough properties to fill all of the buyers that are actively looking. Yeah, so it's still leaning towards that.
They want raw land, or do they want what they want?
All the above. I mean, I would obviously house that's already built, and the thing that I think we're struggling with would be the competing with newer built homes, because we have so many builders here that moved here during 2020. Like, there's 2 new companies that are based right outside of Houston that started building themselves. They broke off from a large builder, started their own companies. Yeah, no. They're good, but anyways, there's just so many builders here right now building out all of these new homes, and they just have all these incentives too that they can give away.
Right.
And it's hard to compete with that, and people want to be in a new home,
Of course.
An untouched home.
Of course.
So,
no problems, no issues, no nothing.
Right.
Even a home for sale that's about 7 years old or 6 years old is good too.
Yeah, definitely. I would
that's
compare
considered
those
new.
to a new, because you are still, anything that's going to go wrong in the first year could still go wrong in the first 6 to 10 years.
Right.
All those major things.
So it's
So
okay
you're
to buy
gonna-
those kind of homes. y'all.
Right. It's gonna be just as good to me.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. Like things go wrong in the first year.
Right.
So I don't know. You're not getting out of those major problems just because you bought a brand new home.
Right.
Those things can still
And
happen.
older homes sometimes don't even have like a lot of major problems, to be honest with you,
Right.
because of the way that it was built. Because you have to think, so if the house was built long time ago, usually it's a fully bricked home. They're not doing that no more as much unless you're paying extra for it.
Right.
I mean, you have to pay some money
Right.
for a fully bricked home, all the way to the top, not just fully bricked.
Right.
Hmm.
Yep, it's changed. Which, I mean, things are more expensive. I think that, though, also, it's popular now to have hardy plank is what you're kind of veering towards. That's what's huge. And people are like, I like the look of it. Like, it's
They do?
beautiful. Yeah, oh, yeah. People love it.
Oh.
People love it. And
I was
I
always
think it's
wondering
like,
how long it lasts.
why spend money on the brick whenever the hardy plank is the look I want? Yeah.
I guess in Texas, you know, growing up and being born and raised in Texas, the fully brick home was of wealth. Like when you had a fully brick, so it was either you had a wooden home, you had a trailer, or you had a wooden home on stilts. And stilts is those cedar blocks kind of in Texas, like, you know.
The
but
pier
when,
beam, yeah.
right, but if you had a fully brick home, oh, you doing something, like you made it in
Right.
Texas. So for now, the standards, you know, are changing.
Yeah.
Things don't look the same. Now we have container homes. We got the company I just found that makes homes out of coffee beans that I'm, you know, thinking about looking into to learn more information. I mean, there's
I didn't
so
want this
many.
to get hot, sorry.
Oh, what?
So I didn't want this to get hot, so I was going to go ahead
No, you have to sip.
and drink it down.
Yeah, drink it down for us. But because today is our show, it's like more of a celebration of us talking about real estate and enjoying ourselves. And because, I mean, the numbers, like the views, like we've been working, y'all, and y'all don't know what it takes to do all this behind the scenes.
Right.
So today is a day of just us talking and enjoying and just talking a little bit about real estate and you getting like the reality of us just talking. It's not no script, even though we have notes. It's not script. It's
Right.
like us just enjoying that. But that was the Texas market. The Texas market was more of when you had a fully brick home, you made it. Like you know, people go, we're going over to Aunt Bobby's house because you know she got a fully brick house on an acre.
Right.
You know, she made it. You know, she made it. And that, you know, was what it was. But now you got container homes, you got upscale modular homes, you know, concrete homes. I've seen 3 of them so far in Houston. Well, 1 in the Woodlands and 2 in Houston. And I was going, man, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about a concrete home I am infatuated with.
Which those are deceiving because
Oh.
a lot of them still use like stucco type of material.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they
Okay.
flatten it out. So there's different levels you can get to of texture and things like that. So I think I can't even remember how it goes. I feel like it goes backwards. Like level 1 is the most flat you can get. Level 4 is more textured.
Okay.
Anyways,
And that's on the concrete homes that got different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also seen, we have people that come to my office all the time, always, you know, doing their sales pitch and stuff, but they even have 4D and 3D home build with I can't think of it
Me
now.
neither. I just blanked out now you said that. I was thinking that when you said
Yeah,
that.
they have
'Cause they're using cement for those.
Right.
The 3D homes.
3D
printing.
3D printing homes,
Yeah.
and there's an actual machine where they mix up this concrete, put it in, and we're not talking about some ugly houses. We're talking about some nice looking stuff. And they put it in, and it does like a 3D image, and you're actually working with the, I guess, architect design people to make sure. And they do it all on a computer, and you might say, you know what, add this here, and they do it real quick before the machine lays the concrete, and now you got a home within I don't even know how long it takes, but the concrete dries fast,
Right.
and
Yeah, it's pretty
I
crazy.
can't remember the name of it. I seen a presentation that came to the office, and I saw a presentation. I was just fascinated.
Yeah, they call it like a 3D printed home.
3D printed home. That's amazing. So in Texas, that's what's happening because we have so much rural, unrestricted. There's still a lot of areas that don't have HOA and POAs. No, is it POA, HOA, and a lot of people don't like that.
Right.
I'm a girly now that is not about that life almost.
Yeah, I think it depends. Some of them are good, some are bad.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. It depends. Well, that's the real estate side of you.
Yeah.
So you gotta go with your people, your followers.
Right. Can't say too much. I get slander for some of the ones, but I do tell my clients, I'm like, you should look at that article over there.
Right.
That's about that.
Here you
No.
go, slide it. So here you go,
I
read
didn't do
this
that.
on your leisure. No, but it's all about preference. And the last week we had the Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce president here, and he was sharing different things about the area and how they were the first Chamber of Commerce in the north part of Houston in Montgomery, Texas, and they've been sustainable for 90 years.
Yeah,
90 years.
it's insane.
That's insane. Think about it. We wasn't even born.
Right.
We wasn't even born.
No, it's crazy that they formed something like that
Right.
long ago. Because I feel like I know areas that still don't have it. Still don't have a chamber. They don't have things, and they're a larger area,
Really?
and they still
They still don't have
just
all
like,
of that.
Yeah, they're like, why? Mayor Bob's taking great care of us out here.
And to talk about
So they're
that,
usually
I have a
rural areas,
situation.
but-
I have a situation in a rural area that we got.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know.
you're right. And so
That's exactly.
I
and
need to
that's
look
a
and see if
large
they.
happening. Things are
It's
happening
large
right
and it's happening,
there, and they're not there yet.
and they're not there. So I need to look and see if they have a chamber of commerce. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they do. They have to.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Since Bob just makes all the decisions.
And that's literally what's happening, y'all.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But that's the thing that we talked about with last week with the Chamber of Commerce president on how if you don't grow with the area and you don't do the things that the area is designed that needs it, then that's what happens in real estate. Like it can get dissolved quickly. And I guess I can say it because I was the Spring Klein Chamber of Commerce president. That when I left, the area was growing so fast, so quickly, and you gotta have a good pulse on it to know like, okay, what's next? What do the people really need?
Right.
And be able to deliver what the people need, or get the right people at the table to be able to deliver what they need.
Right. That's what I keep saying about just learning and getting to sit with all of these chamber members and talk to them off the show. It's just that realizing that they're like the middleman, getting everybody together and saying, hey, we need this. This is the need we keep hearing. Let's bring this. Let's help them, let the people that have that know, hey, we want this here.
Right.
And then there you go. We got it for you.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's amazing. Why would you not want that? I know you run into, all of these older families that have been here forever, don't want to see too much growth.
Right.
They want it to stay the same. They're good with what they have, which is great. I always am like, it's not a sensitive way to say it, but just, you're not going to stop it. So why don't you adhere to it and do what you can to take your part of it, and, maybe that's relocating.
Right.
You decide what's best for you. Do
Right.
you want it to come around you? Might be another 10 years anyways. You probably could be here another 10 years
Right.
and you not see it, but
Right.
why don't you cash out and go get an even bigger place
It's
down
pride.
the road?
It's pride.
Yeah, and
It's
I get it
pride.
because my family has land that's been
Yeah.
my family for so long, but I coach my dad all the time because of the area that part of it's around. I'm like, I think it's about time to, I want to develop that. And
Right.
he's like, absolutely not. And I'm like, I don't understand why.
Dad, don't get mad if you watch the
I
show.
hope not.
Don't get mad if you watch the show.
No,
Austin just sharing his
he won't.
experience.
Yeah, he'll laugh and
I
say
can't
it.
wait to meet y'all too. I gotta get.
Yeah, I hide them. All my neighbors even say that because I disappear when my family comes around.
You
And,
do. He disappears every time the
every
family
time
comes
they're in
around.
town, every time they're in town, or they come to the lake.
I promise I bring y'all a good gift.
No, I think it's really just because my family's large and just so close knit.
Right.
It's a lot to deal with, and just we spend a lot of time together because we're close. And
Yeah, I probably talk about real estate all the time.
yeah,
All the
definitely.
time.
Yeah, I got an aunt and uncle that just want to sell always, and all my family's like, "Calm down, we just got this." Like,
We
can
said we just got this piece of
enjoy
property,
this?
right?
Yeah.
Right?
No, I just saw one over there. We'll buy another one.
Right?
Anyways.
No, but that's the love of real estate, and that's the beauty of it, and that's the essence of some of the common myths. You know, I mean, shoot, just even me. I mean, I got a piece of property I ain't never seen. I got a whole acre of land I have not been to an acre of land in Arizona that I own. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it blows my mind.
I mean, I was like, I gotta make time, but I've been so busy. So it's like a ranch. I don't even know what's going on the ranch. It's a
No, I
ranch.
think I've done more
Look, the
research on
producer
it than
laughing.
you have.
He behind the scenes laughing, but it's true. I haven't even been there. I don't even know what's going on. It could be a whole family, a tribe there, and I don't even know what's happening.
That's what's scary. about when people
That's
do
scary.
that, is that there's so many ways that people know how to get a
Right.
hold of land.
Now somebody gonna watch the YouTube and gonna try to look it
I
up,
know.
and they're gonna be
Please
like,
stick.
yeah, and they're gonna say, I'm gonna go down there since she ain't down there. I'm
Right.
gonna go down there.
I know.
Do it if you want to.
Tell 'em-
See what happens.
We talked
Yeah.
about this a long time ago when we first started something like this. Because remember, Texas has this law, but
this land ain't in
you
Texas.
can claim a piece of property that you can prove that you've lived on it for this amount of time. And
Well, I tell you what, play with me if you want to,
I-
y'all. My
Drink for
I
that.
got some. Yeah, okay, you saw me. You drove me to drinking. No. So,
Yep.
but no, but that's the beauty of real estate too, because you know, it's just so many different things. You have to enjoy it in doing it. You can't look at real estate as a stressor either. And a lot of times, I know when I first got in real estate, you know, doing I was a realtor. I had owned my own real estate stuff, and then I was a mortgage broker at one time. Did that for a while, on that, and then got away from that because I was like, oh, that's a lot. I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started the property management company, and then that was like, oh, that's
now
my
you
niche.
just need to get a title company and
Oh.
you've done it all.
You know what's funny? I thought about owning a title company.
Yep.
Yeah, in a lot of these rural areas, y'all, because of my business savviness. And so because I've dealt with some title companies without saying some names. Man, I'm like, can you
to
get
get away.
Martha back there to get off of the typewriter and get on a computer?
Right.
Like, I'm being honest. Like, I'm like, is this real? And you remember that's what I should have said is funny. You remember I took a picture of
Yes, yes.
I'm not going to say where I was.
Yeah. Sherry printing out. What are
Yeah, it
those
was a
old printers
typewriter.
that-
She was typing on a typewriter my document. Can you believe that? That was just, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so I snuck and took a quick picture because I couldn't believe it. I was like, and then I sent it to Austin. I was like, Austin, look at this. And he was like, is that a typewriter?
I know. I said my mom would die.
Oh, she loves?
She loves it.
Really?
She's so yeah. She's not old school, but
She's not
yeah,
using one,
she
is she?
died. Oh no, we have some whenever computers. I remember whenever I was alive. Whenever the offices where you went only had so many computers. Wasn't every single desk had a
Exactly,
computer.
because it was new.
Right. They were still, because I was born in the 90s, but still, it's like, it took a while for,
Graduated
areas.
in the 90s. Oh my gosh.
I'm right on the line. I'm almost in the
No, that's
2000s.
okay. That's okay.
Um,
I'm youthful, honey.
But even, right in the 2000s, so I was young, but I remember I thought it was so cool.
Right.
Whenever my grandpa was like, okay, it's time, took out all the typewriters. So my mom
Oh, he
kept,
said it's time.
kept one out of every
So they were
area.
typing the real estate? Because I can't remember. I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Because that's my era. They was typing everything.
Some, like printer shops are big. So one of my grandparents' best friend had the printer shop in our area, the big one, and they printed all the documents there, like, or copied them, whatever, which we had copiers, but they brought them to them. They had blanks in them because all of our
And
contracts
you fill
and
it
stuff.
in,
was,
yeah.
So then they typewrite, that address, legal description, all that stuff, names, and just filled in the blanks that way. But yeah, I remember my mom was like, "We have to keep some of these."
Just
and
in
my
case.
grandpa was like, "Grab whatever you want." Yeah, like
Just
we
in
had,
case.
We had. I don't know if my mom still has them in the office, but she had a closet with all the stuff, and they were every single phone, like as it graduated, to where
I have
they
that.
had little phones.
I have that.
And then they had where you could start transferring
Right.
calls, so you had everybody's office on there, so
Right.
you could transfer the calls around to the different
Yeah.
phones. Then it got real digital, like
Right.
now it's crazy, like it auto answers and everything and lets you know, I don't know, it's all this kind of crazy stuff, so
Right.
what phones can do, and it's funny that they still have the office phones, but they do all kinds of crazy stuff, and like they have cameras on them now, so you
Right.
can video call from that.
Right.
I don't know, it's wild.
I know when I owned my real estate company and we were doing real estate, I remember when I first got my first bag, zip phone in the bag. Oh, honey, y'all, I thought I was the one. I thought I was the one. I'm like, yeah, we're doing real estate deals over here. With this big old bag that zips. Oh, gosh. I had just got out of high school. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But it was heavy, too. It was probably about 10, 15 pounds, that big zip bag. And I had the tan phone first. And then it was like a tannish color, and then it went to the black phone in the zip bag. The bag was always black, yeah. So, and then it had that, you had to pull that antenna and talk on it. That's crazy.
I know, that's wild.
Crazy. Making deals.
Yeah.
Making deals.
Gotta
Okay.
go to my car and plug it up.
Right. Go. Yeah, and the cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
And the cigarette lighter, I remember that. But then if you get enough charge, you can kind of walk around with it.
I
With the
didn't know
bag
that.
on your, with the bag on your shoulder, you can kind of walk around with it and talk and make your deals and stuff. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah. But those are so, all of the myths and talks of real estate, it's amazing how things keep changing and changing and changing. But back then with the, you say typewriter, we typed in, so on the typewriter we had the flip up screen. I guess that was like the computer. And you could type before you hit enter and fill in the blanks of the contract. And so you type it, and then if you had a correction, you can go back 2 spaces, and it had the white ribbon in the typewriter to fix everything. So yeah, we've come a long ways. It's fun though.
Pretty quick too. Everything with technology just moved.
I'm glad you moved that up because I'm steady looking at it going, okay, what's next? As our viewers probably say, they just a chit chat.
I know.
But we're having a good time. I hope you enjoy it because this is more of a celebration of what we've been doing for the last couple of, and then looking back at history and kind of. Yeah. You know what would be interesting? I would like to know who was the. I could do that on ChatGPT or something.
What?
First person that got their first real estate license.
Oh wow.
And I know, right?
I don't know.
First person that got their real estate license, and then somebody that has been doing the business for more than 75 years. That's still doing it. Because
that's out there for sure.
That's out there for sure. And
I think I know some in my office.
Let me put this over there laughing. This is gonna be the best show
With
ever.
their little high heels. Their little high heels.
Right. Maybe we have to have them on the show. Prop them up.
Yeah. Put that sign in my car. I'm like, who's gonna go put it in the yard for
Right. I don't know.
I'll stop.
I just need it sold. Help me.
I know.
Yeah. Because now the signs are so different. Like, y'all got, like, good-looking signs now. Yeah. With the picture and everything. We didn't have all that. But, yeah, it's going. What else we got?
Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of just talking about the explaining process of real estate. I don't think a lot of people know where to go, where to start, like even just getting straight into like new home buyers or first time home buyers. But I would even say people that I never assume, and I always tell people this because I call them like our buyer consultation and our seller presentation. I always tell everyone not to assume they know anything just because they bought a house before.
Right.
Treat them like it's their first home.
Right.
Because Sally and Joe probably didn't buy that house, or they haven't bought a house in 20 years.
Right.
They don't know all the ins and outs.
And things change,
And
just
it's
what we
changed.
said, yeah.
And it's changed. So you go through every line that we have in this with them, and you can, summarize, flip through it, whatever, but you make sure that's detailed for them. And I just had an older couple that I sat with in my neighborhood that are getting rid of their house that they've been in for 40 years, and I just sat and talked to them forever, and then I was like, hey, we need to start talking about this, and they stopped some other people that I know in the neighborhood, and we're telling them, they're like, God, that's the most in-depth presentation I've ever said, and it was amazing because they were like, we didn't think about getting that done and preparing this and thinking about this and this, and so they were like impressed. They said that they were told all those things because they forgot. They thought they were just gonna sign documents, get going, and that's it. And I'm like, no, let's work on this, go over this together. So I think that's huge that you point out to everybody, like, hey, I know you already know this, but this is how this process goes. And this is how we get listed, and these are the things that I need to know before. That's what something I'm huge on is knowing all this stuff before and digging into any closets that you got stuff hidden in about what you've done with finances, because we got to get all up in your space. I got to know all your stuff, so let's get this all out now. Let me know what you got. No surprises. Yeah, because I don't want to. It'll ruin your deal. Some things. Some things are big, and then you're stuck. Somebody could sue you over that. So I'm trying to keep you. My job is to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's get this all out now. These are the questions that we ask. And be truthful to me, because I will find out all of the information, all of the documents you're about to sign with me, lenders, closing. You are signing away that all of this is going to be verified.
It's a legal document.
It's going to come out. So let it out now so I can start working on it. So that's huge. But just talking about getting back to kind of like the whole process of it, like whenever you're looking for a house, that the first step that most people do is just jump on Zillow, whatever website, and start looking. Which I say Zillow because that's what everyone knows. It's the biggest MLS, shared MLS in the world, and that they think, oh, I'm going to go look at a house. That's it. A lot of companies not charge. They make sure that you have pre-approval you'll ever get to go see a house. And I'm like, don't ever make someone do that, which I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but people are just now deciding, I want to buy a house. I want to go look what houses are like. I want to know.
Especially if they're the first time, too.
Yeah.
If they don't never see, what is it? What is I get? What do I get?
I can't get in a door without giving my whole life story first. Like that. I'm like, don't pressure people to that. Talk to them, meet them for the first time, take them through a house. And then have those conversations, and then push them to get those things done, get things moving. But so you see lenders now like cater to and court agents all the time, because lenders want your business because they know that's how it works. They know people are gonna go look at real estate first before they make sure the finances are in order to see if they're even right. But
and you can miss out on opportunities. That's a myth too. You can miss out on opportunities in real estate, whether even if it's property management, coming to a property management company and looking at somebody trying to judge what they got.
Exactly.
I mean, you can miss out on an opportunity big time trying to look at somebody and say, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on them. They probably don't. They probably don't have nothing. They probably don't have no money. They probably.
Definitely.
I'm being serious. I've seen so many people, and then they come to me as a property manager. And they say this I don't want to say it, but this person just discounted me. And I was like, really? And they were like, oh yeah, they just discounted me. And I happened to look you up on Google, and and you just took me and we went talking. So I say that's a myth. So
Definitely. Yeah, I think people see that a lot, and even get as far as knowing they can buy, but they lead them on. Because, like, I have a buyer that's been looking for over a year.
right,
So a lot of people drop you at that point. They're like,
Right.
hey, I'm not driving you around anymore. I spend which is hard. It's part of our industry. I spend a lot of money on you, driving you around, taking you all this stuff, and you still haven't bought anything. That's the only way I get paid. I can't do this anymore,
right,
which stinks. But I also think there's a little niche to that we work on a lot in our office, is that we need how to dwindle someone down, how to help them
right,
know what they're looking for, rather than running around trying to let them decide. Help them
Right.
decide. That's part of your job, is to guide them and give them the right thing, put it in front of their face, and you need to be doing that. I don't think
Right.
you are. I don't think you are actively putting in the effort to help them find that.
Right.
Help them figure out what they want.
Right,
Dig
right.
into them a little bit more. That's what we dig into I know we talked, what is Allison, the interior designer with Haas.
Oh, yes.
She was like, because I do the same thing, and I asked her about her little consultation, what she starts at, like, to get to know somebody's idea of their design. What are some funny questions you ask, to, like, pick out funny things they like and things like that. And that's something that I'm, like, big on, is figuring out, what do you want to do with your life? What is your,
Right.
like, daily, what is, like, whenever you need to go do something, and you're at your house, what do you need to go do? What needs to be right there? And if they're like, oh, I don't want anything by me. Okay, now I know.
Right.
I need to look in areas they don't have to be right there in the front of everything.
Right.
They can be back away from everything, and I think that's huge to help people. Like, you have to help them figure it out. They don't know.
Right.
There's so many houses out there for sale. They'll be looking
Right.
forever if
You
they
gotta
look at
kind of
every
narrow
single
it
house.
down and bring it back
how to
in.
narrow it down.
But that's what we tell our viewers, to narrow it down, bring it back in, enjoy everything. As we start to end up and wrap up this segment, I just say, what is one of the key factors, last things you want to hit with somebody of the myth, or what you want to say to the viewers, Mr. Austin?
I don't know. What did you got?
Well, I just say, there's if you want to get in the industry, get in it. Don't waste time.
Yeah.
Don't stop looking at YouTube, looking at stuff. Don't waste no more time. Just jump in it. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. And you could always reach out to people, and they
Right.
will be helpful.
We have a message box. They can message. Anyone can message.
Oh,
Ask us questions.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Ask us questions and get to know, I don't know, comment on things.
Yeah.
Say something you know. Tell us something you know that you think should be heard
Right.
by others.
Or what you want us to talk about, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah, so once again, we appreciate your time. We appreciate being in your living rooms, on your cell phones, on your computers at your office when your boss is telling you to do work. But once again, y'all stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and we will do the same. Bye, y'all.